Hello everyone, this is Janice, and today I am coming to you with a mail birthday card. I used the Art Deco cartridge and some paper from my stash. I believe this paper here, this pattern paper, is from the Guy Stack from DCWV, and I've got some coordinations paper going on here. So let's go ahead and get started. As you can tell by the quality of this video, I did find my flip camera, so yay! My husband had it. He was working on a project. Okay, first of all, let's start with the card base. This is going to be a standard 8.5 by 4 1/4 card, and what I have here is some paper from Recollections that is a silvery paper. I'm not sure if you can tell here, but it is. And then the other side is a little bit more of a gray color. It's kind of like a two-sided. I bought it at Christmas time last year at Michael's. Probably got it on clearance, knowing me. And I've got my score buddy here. I'm going to score on the 11 side of the paper. I'm going to score it at 4 1/4. It was originally an 8.5 by 11 piece of cardstock that's standard in the US, and I cut it in half. That's 5 1/2, and then now, of course, like I said, I scored it at 4 1/4 to make it a standard A2 size card. Then what I did was I got a piece of gray. This is Coordinations paper that I got at Joann's, and I think it's called Nostalgia. The color is called Nostalgia. And like I said, the other pattern, or the one piece of pattern paper that I have in this card, is from the Guy Stack, and that's a DCWV stack. Okay, and so those layers are going to go like that. But to make it kind of like a rough looking Guy card, if that applies, you know, it depends on who you're making it for, what their taste is, but if they're kind of like a, you know, they like the look of distressing, what you can do is you take the side of your scissor, and this is the Tim Holtz Tonic scissors, and so I just take it and just run it along here, and there are tools that are available out there on the market to do this very thing. Like I say, you can do this with any pair of scissors. And so we're just going to go around the entire piece. And you can do this to mats for photo mats for scrapbooking, which I need to get to. I'm scrapbooking these days. So then you have all these little sheetings, paper sheetings, and then this layer we're going to do some stuff to also. By the way, the sizes on these, this one right here is 4 inches this way, 4 inches this way by 5 1/4, and then this one here is 5 inches by 3 3/4. And those are kind of like standard mat sizes. Right, this right here can just be kind of a standard. You can, if you're a beginning card maker, to kind of get started with card making, those are good sizes to start with, and then you just kind of build off of there. So anyway, that's just for any of my new subscribers that may be beginners. Okay, so let's go ahead and work on this layer right here. I have while I was in New York, I was on vacation in New York visiting my family, and I went to Michael's. I know, I have a problem. But it was for a good cause. I wanted to get my grandmother-in-law into card making, and I was unsuccessful, but I did get a trip to Michael's out of it. And so I found this. It was on clearance at Michael's up there, and I went to the one that I wanted to try to think of the name of the shopping center, but I can't right now. Anyway, so I'm using a Happy Birthday for this set. This is kind of a cool whole set. I'm glad I found it. Because I didn't have any supplies with me at all. So what's a girl to do? Don't laugh. I know. You've done it too. Okay, so my little airplane comes from Art Deco Cricut cartridge, and I cut it at 2.5. And the purpose of actually getting that cartridge was because I wanted some mail. I thought it was a great one for mail cards. And it does have images from my great city of New York. So I felt like, you know, I really just needed to have that. So I'm going to center I'm going to use these lines on my pattern paper to stamp my sentiment, happy birthday. And the VersaFine here is a great ink for these acrylic stamps. This is not photopolymer, by the way. But this ink really, really does work well with these less expensive acrylic stamps. Okay, so I'm going to use the line, like I said, to line it up. Now, on the first one, I went a little bit more to the left, to the right, but there we go. Okay, now the reason why I stamped it now is because we're going to do a little something before we put this all together. We're going to add brads, and the sentiment is not straight. And you know what? We're going to be okay with that. On the first try, I wasn't even trying, and I got it nice and straight, but on this one I didn't. So what we're going to do is we're going to go here, and we're going to make some holes with the piercer. I have the We Are Memory Keepers brad setter, but it's in my scrap bag. And I've made some changes in my house, really, altogether. We're cracking down on clutter around here, and so I'm keeping my bag out in the garage on a shelf so that it's ready to go when I have to go to a crop, which happens to be tomorrow. And so it's out there, and I don't want to go out there. My garage is still a mess from our home improvement project that we did. We got new tile in our kitchen and bathrooms, and so we're still trying to recover from that thing. And anyway, I've got some mini brads here that I bought at Michael's, also on clearance, 50 cents. I think I got these, I don't know where I got these, never mind. I just have too much stuff. I have come to the realization, so there you go, I said it. I'm going to go ahead and put these brads here, and I think they're too close together, maybe, or maybe not, that's fine. Just wanted to add a little something so you could see the difference between keeping it super simple and adding a little something to a mail card. Okay, just to kind of draw attention to that sentiment. So now I'm going to go ahead, and if you don't have the We Are Memory Keepers brad setter, you can do it with the actual paper piercer part, although that tool really and truly does make it easier. Or, you know, you could use a simple scissor if you don't want to stick those things into your nail bed, which hurts, you know. And these ones are not very soft. They're very hard. The metal is hard, so that could hurt. Yeah, I'm going to be getting an extra one. Let me use my coupon. I have a 50% coupon. I'm going to use it on one of those, just to have an extra one. Okay. So now we're going to add these layers here. And I think I'm going to make this a two-part video. I'm going to use my ATG here to add these layers to the card base. And then when we come back, I'll show you what I'm going to do to the airplane image to spruce it up a little bit. So stay tuned for part 2.